It's Nolan. Yeah, it's DJ Nolan.
Ooh, yeah. Man, I done came up out the bottom. Ooh, yeah. Got fresh like I just hit the lotto. Yeah. They say money can't fix all your problems. Ooh, yeah. But I say throw it in my wallet. Yeah. Man, I done came up out the bottom. Ooh, yeah. Got fresh like I just hit the lotto. Yeah. They say money can't fix all your problems. Ooh, yeah. Well, I say throw it in my wallet.
Yeah, life is a youngin', boy, I was constantly bumming. Couldn't have nothing, never sold drugs. I was on corners with tapes on my bag. Just me and my cousin, my homies was frontin'. Blessing for ladies, my story is crazy. These rappers can't fade me, I got it. Focus my energy, now I get plenty. Saying it's the rate the deposit.
Measuring the streets, remember the days I was fasting the fees. Checking my bank and I tell it the least. Now I get paid for my talent at least.
All of that struggle just made me a beast. I don't know why they wanna play with the kid. I done build everything straight from the mud. Still I ain't never been down with the pig. I'ma do numbers when I drive, something when I cop. I'ma blow a bag, spinning on the block. Throw it on my girl, let her drop the top. Plus I'm independent, never sign to die. I can never stop, thumbing through the guap. Save a couple racks, put it in the stock. Ice water dripping, splashing on my watch. Flooding out the burgers, I don't see the dog. Ooh, that's my demeanor. Never been nice, but I feel like I'm meaner. Catching that money like I'm a receiver. Give me an inch, I'ma make it a meter. Shawty so high, she done gave me a fever. Dripping so hard, I done messed up my sneakers. Straight out the dirty, I came from the cleaners. I run through the green like a golden retriever.
Ooh, yeah. Man, I done came up out the bottom. Ooh, yeah. Got fresh like I just hit the lotto. Yeah. They say money can't fix all your problems. Ooh, yeah. But I say throw it in my wallet. Ooh, yeah. Man, I done came up out the bottom. Yeah. Got fresh like I just hit the lotto. Yeah. They say money can't fix all your problems. Ooh, yeah. But I say throw it in my wallet.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another edition of Inside the Industry. We are live, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Big shout out to the chat, K Brown. Big shout out to Universal Goddess Tunes. What's happening with y'all? All right, I want to let y'all know straight up front, I don't have a lot of time to talk, but I wanted to come check in with y'all real quick. And as y'all can tell from the title of this video, the Not Like Us Kendrick Lamar music video has been confirmed. They are literally shooting it out in LA in Compton right now as we speak. And the conversation in the industry is going crazy. I gotta say, it's going crazy. Footage of the music video has surfaced online. If you have not been, yes, we live, Captain Kirk. If you haven't been seeing it already on social media, on the big platforms, on the big pages and whatnot, it's all good, baby. I got you covered because I got about 3 minutes of footage from the video shoot myself that we're gonna roll for the people. I do believe that this thing is probably coming soon. It seems like they've already been shooting it in pieces up to this point, so it's not like they got to keep doing it. I think this is the last of the actual music video that they're getting done today. Woo! So it will not be long until it's time for everybody to have that official Not Like Us music video. Kendrick Lamar in the heart of Compton, celebrating with friends, family, and everybody else, colleagues, and of course those that are affiliated. You feel me? Big shout out to Chanel. What's going on? I started the show playing Lotto because I wanted to give a big shout out to Miss Erin. I greatly appreciate you for copping the Southside Nolan album. Wanted to make sure that we gave you your shout out. I'm glad I remembered it before we got too far into the show. Once again, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So let's go ahead and start rolling that footage from what we have behind the scenes on the Not Like Us music video. Let's go. Let's roll it. Let's go.
Come to the Compton Tams with it. We at the Compton Tams. Y'all know what time it is. Compton Tams.
So we randomly did a college tour and was just walking around the campus.
Okay, unfortunately this area is restricted for video, so
Oh, okay.
I have to cut it here and
All right, so that is the footage that I have from the music video for Not Like Us. Big shout out to Captain Kirk. You said Kendrick should wait to drop it until Drake decides to release an album. He'll be hanging on to that for a little minute. Nah, we're not playing them games. This is playing offense, not defense. All right. So I wouldn't say that. Misunderstood says he looks exhausted. I'm sure he's fucking exhausted, right? I mean, they had to do lead up time into the Juneteenth. This is a hell of a Juneteenth weekend, I must say. I mean, they had to do rehearsals leading up to the actual concert. Not to mention all of the probably wear and tear that went into putting together a massive show like that in the city of Inglewood, getting all of the different people from different sections, different neighborhoods, different affiliations, different artists, labels, groups, etc., getting them all together. Not to say that he's doing that single-handedly. He's got teams of people that were handling that for him, but just it's a lot that goes into it. I'm sure he exerted himself in a million different ways in the course of the last month putting this together successfully, right? So I think he is probably exhausted. You could see it on his face when he was actually on stage that he was, you know what I mean, not exhausted in terms of performance because he was still putting on a good show, but you could see in his face like it wasn't like he was just like celebrating the whole time, just like celebrating Drake's burial. You know what I mean? He had to pace himself. So I understand that. Zoe says Kendrick killed him. Now he's stomping on his grave. Absolutely. Rosalinda said this would be a good time to drop the album. Absolutely. I hope he does. I'm ready for an album. I'm definitely ready for a new Kendrick album. I'm ready for a paradigm shift in the industry. I'm ready for a new sound. I'm ready for people, you know what I mean? Because there's certain artists in the industry that when they drop, it's not just them dropping. They come with a whole wave behind them of artists that look up to them, artists that are in their circle, artists that are somewhat associated with them, that are going to follow and kind of join a movement of whatever that wave is, whatever that sound, whatever that wave is. I'm here. I'm open to a new sound coming into the industry. We've been on trap, we've been on ass dropping, and all of that stuff is cool. There's a lot of that melodic singing shit that the young folks are doing, the overly auto-tune produced shit. So we've been living with that and allowing that to pass. But when Kendrick drops an event album, I think this is gonna be revered in the same way that Kendrick, Good Kid, Mad City, Damn, To Pimp a Butterfly, even like those albums, I don't think we're getting another Mr. Morale. You feel me? It's time to pop out and show niggas. So it's gonna be very interesting to see. I personally, I wasn't sure if there's an album, if Not Like Us was gonna be included on it, but the fact that they did all of this production and work into it, I think this definitely goes on the album. I see Marisha saying, what's good? What's good, Marisha? Happy Saturday. Rosalinda says this song alone will get him a Grammy. Woo! Now, if a nigga come out and get a Grammy on a song dissing another rapper and calling him a PD foul, whoa, that's gonna be crazy. I mean, he is definitely favored by the Grammys. They show him a lot of love. They give him a lot of leeway. So I wouldn't put it past it, but just the optics on that is gonna look crazy. The optics on that fucking show look crazy for the fact that Amazon got behind it. But I'm here for it all. Deborah says, yes, keep up the momentum. Captain Kirk says, does this put Kendrick in the upper echelon of rappers? He finally had a battle under his belt and a clear-cut victory at that. He moves up a class with the Pac, Hove, and Big and M. Just curious. I personally believe he was already up there. I think a lot of people, most people that understand hip-hop already had him in that conversation. There were some people out there that felt like he wasn't battle tested. The problem with that theory is that he was actually egging on the battle for a decade. He wanted the battle and nobody wanted to smoke. And I heard some people that was like, well, he didn't diss Joel Ortiz or Big Crit or King Los and all these niggas when the Control shit dropped. Why would he step down and diss those niggas when he had his eyes set on a specific person who took offense to his words? Fuck that. Right? So I think he was already there. Personally, I already had him there. Now, what order you want to put him in? If you want to talk about top 5, top 10, I don't give a fuck where he ranks on your list. He's up there for me. You say they might give the Grammy for Euphoria. That would be interesting. If they gave him a Grammy for Euphoria, I feel like that would be like a consolation prize because they didn't want to get behind Not Like Us and the messaging behind it, which I wouldn't be happy about. I would get on my stream that very night and cuss the Grammys out if they play like that. Not Like Us is the one that broke the records. Not Like Us is the one that shot the #1. Not Like Us is the record that took over the entire culture, has the entire hip hop in a chokehold. If they give them a Grammy for Euphoria instead, I'm cursing them niggas out that same night, personally. I love Euphoria though. Marisha says, can definitely see a best rap song or best rap performance for Not Like Us. Absolutely. Captain Kirk says, I think he has the best discography for any rapper. Best discography ever of everybody? It's up there, but I don't know. Maybe any solo act. I'll give you that. I don't think he surpasses Outkast in my discography estimation, but that's just me. Y'all might disagree. And I think he's very derivative of Outkast too, so I don't know if he surpasses them on that level either. But that's neither here nor there. Euphoria is your favorite, Shayla? I get it. Euphoria definitely has gotten a lot of play from me in the last couple weeks since the battle pretty much faded away. I will say I listened to that the most. But Grammy-wise, that would be a bit of a sham. Captain Kirk says 616 is my favorite. He rapping. Yeah. I mean, his performance at the show really put that on display. Like him saying that song bar for bar, not missing a hitch. When we saw him messing up different lyrics in the song, on different songs, I should say. He did that one without a hitch with Absol. I think that was like very important for him. You know what I'm saying? That prayer before the battle. So I'm with you on that. I've listened to that one a lot too after the battle. The replay value on all of his tracks from the Drake disses are crazy. The replay value is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But we're gonna keep moving forward. Also related to the Not Like Us video, I do believe that Bobby Altoff will be making an appearance. They had her out there in Compton with YG. Oh man, the motherfucking shovel just keeps getting dug into the earth even deeper. This shit is crazy, man. They got Bobby Altoff in the hood with the sets. with the reptables, man. This shit is wild. Let's go ahead and pull up the footage, shall we?
My dog, Bobby. Say what's bracking, Bobby. Say what's bracking, Bobby. On Power War.
They even giving her a pass to say what's bracking. Oh my God. If it wasn't for Drake, she would have never got on our radar. Man. No, as a matter of fact, Sean, Game is not at the video shoot. I'm glad you said that because we got to get through this show expeditiously. As a matter of fact, one of Kendrick's good friends came out with a response to Game's video from the other day. And all the peace and unity that was at that Amazon Juneteenth show seems to have gone out the window with some of the people in Kendrick's camp. Let's go ahead and pull up what Homeboy had to say. Unfortunate. So this is Rosecran.Money Elway, okay? Rosecransmoney.Elway is at the Not Like Us video shoot as we speak right now. He comes out and says Los Angeles Confidential. That's Game's Instagram handle. He says Game had to choose his words carefully when putting out his statement about not being invited to the show. He not gonna disrespect none of our homies though. Niggas know better. We'll have that boy on TMZ looking like Martin after he fought Tommy Hearns. Ain't that about a bitch? Now y'all know how Martin looked after the Tommy Hearns fight. If you're too young to understand, go Google it. Wow. You says Ye has the best 5-album run. I used to think that. I got Kendrick there now. Album number 4 went too far for me. I'm not an 808s fan. If you take 808s out of that and put My Dark Beautiful Twisted Fantasy, I don't like none of the albums after that. So I'm not gonna, I can't argue with you about your opinion, but I might like 4 out of Kanye's albums, and I loved Kanye at the height of his career. But that's crazy for that nigga to come out and say that. Now, I will not say that Kendrick feels that way, although his homie does. You do have to understand that we're talking about people that are affiliated with these street fraternities. They go off on their own tangents. They have their own feelings, even when Kendrick probably is sanctioning like, hey man, we got to keep this shit unified. Everybody out there knows Game. They know his temperament. They know his tendencies. They know how he's flip-floppy with shit like that. I don't think Kendrick really has an issue with Game. I don't think he's going to be seen next to him anytime soon. But for the homies, they being very protective right now because this is time for them to be protective, right? If anybody has a problem with Kendrick, they're more likely to have to deal with the ramifications of that on a day-to-day street life basis. So I understand why homie put that out. But I also think he may receive a text from Kendrick later like, bro, I don't know why you did that. It's all good. I do think that some phone calls, some text messages, some meetings are going to be pulled together on the heels of that going out. Just because Top Dog and Game have a relationship. Top Dog and Game's manager, Whack 100, have a relationship that stems back to the origins of TDE. I don't think they want to see that thing go left. I don't think they want to see none of these guys out here having to line it up. That shit would not be a good look, especially with everything that went down earlier in the week. So, yeah. Nah, that wasn't Millie Bobby. That's Bobby Altoff. But yeah. This shit crazy. This shit crazy, man. So no, Game is certainly not at the video shoot. Unfortunately, he didn't get an invite to the Juneteenth show. He didn't get an invite to the motherfucking Not Like Us music video. Game is chilling. And it's best that he set this out. What else do I got on the docket related to Kendrick? Ice-T came out, had some words of praise for K-Dot. So they say Kendrick Lamar's concert, the Pop Out Ken and Friends, took place at the Kiev Forum. We already know that. In celebration of Juneteenth, the historic event was organized by Lamar's company, PG Lang, in collaboration with Free Lunch. I'm sure y'all have seen the footage of Dave Free and Whitney at the show. You know what I mean? So Drake's allegations of him and his lady being on the outs or being at odds, that was put on display. Like, nigga, you lied. And y'all saw the producer credits of Dave Free on that show, and he was literally there. They walked out together at the end of it. So Drake is looking bad in all directions. But anyway, they say those unable to attend in person were able to catch the entire experience on Amazon Prime, and Ice-T was clearly watching. The concert made headlines for K-Dot's groundbreaking efforts to bridge the gap between rival LA gangs, a bold statement of unity and reconciliation. As of today, Ice-T came out and praised Kendrick Lamar for his ongoing efforts, sharing a photo of the tribute for Nipsey Hussle. He says, a potential gang truce in LA is like a cure for cancer for us. Extreme respect to Kendrick Lamar. All right? So he showed major love. And you know, Ice-T is one of the original gangster rappers, so to have that cosign is always important. Y'all may know him for goddamn Law and Order and shit like that today. But this nigga is the original. He was out here talking about slaying cops when that shit was not okay to do. So we got to give love to the OG. Okay? In other Kendrick-related news, we also have Ice Cube coming out and co-signing Kendrick as far as the Drake battle is concerned. Some of y'all have probably already seen this, but we keeping the theme rolling for right now. Again, I don't have a lot of time, so we just gonna keep moving things along.
Beef. Who you got winning? Who's up? You approve or you disapprove?
Well, I mean, I approve of the beef. I always approve of rap battles. That's the essence of the game. It goes back to, Busy B and Kumo D, and even further than that. So it's part of the game, as long as it doesn't get physical, because that's not rap. When it get physical, that's just street crime. So as long as it stay on wax, it's a beautiful thing. I think Kendrick is up. I think, he's landed the more hard and effective punches, so to speak. But that don't mean that don't mean Drake can't get off the canvas. So I think if I was Kendrick, I'd stay cocked and loaded, ready for
just in case
whatever's coming. But it's interesting, to me, it always pumps energy into the music because it takes it back to the essence. And
all right, so that's Ice Cube, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, Compton OG. You feel me? The nigga that came out with it across his hat. So, Misunderstood says, did you see the correlation they made about Dre opening Not Like Us to Game saying it in the beginning of One Blood? Absolutely. And I always saw that as tribute, you know what I'm saying? I think Kendrick's always had a tremendous amount of respect for Game. I don't think that was necessarily like a diss at Game. Could have been an I see you though, you know what I mean? Just acknowledging what's going on. Like I see how we doing it. But that also goes back to the whole 6 Sense thing in Euphoria. So that was even before Game started co-signing, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, Gang just gonna have to ride it out. It's not like he's the most important nigga in hip hop or the most important nigga in Compton today any fucking way. So he's just gonna have to sit it out. He's gonna have to take his lumps and bruises. People saying what they want to say about him. He's just gonna have to eat that shit, Jess says, only thing Drake and his team can do at this point is stay quiet and wait it out. Exactly. Just wait it out. If he tries to rush and put music out, it's gonna look weird. If he tries to put a music video out, it's gonna look weird. He tries to put another diss record out, the entire hip hop landscape is gonna laugh at him before they even press play. It's just not his time. Say Game been picked aside, his feelings is hurt. Sheesh. The Game traded his street cred for tickets to a concert. Damn it, man. Seven says, I don't think we'll ever see a sweep like this ever again. Literally everything worked in Kendrick's favor. You know, it's interesting. Now, he did say that Drake can't get up off the canvas. I don't think he's getting off the canvas no time soon, but I think that's a politically correct answer from Cube. But as far as everything working in Kendrick's favor, I personally believe that Drake should have known he couldn't rap with Kendrick. It's pretty well documented that he doesn't rap on the same level as Kendrick. Now he's he's not a terrible rapper. He's a good rapper. I've got a lot of Drake songs that I've liked throughout his career, and when he wants to spit, he could fucking spit. But never have I listened to a Drake song and said, "Damn, this nigga spitting on K-Dot level," right? We ain't never seen him rap like the second half of DNA. We ain't never seen him come out and rap like Rigor Mortis. We ain't never seen him come out and put a song out to the same degree of like a fucking How Much a Dollar Costs. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't never been that type of nigga. So when you look at this dude, I don't see where he thought he was gonna like out rap him. He was only gonna be able to come with antics and good raps. But Kendrick just showed y'all like, I'm on your fucking head. I've been waiting on you, bro. I've been playing possum. I lined you up. And you thought that you was going to parade in front of niggas while I was taking my time to get these records out? I was just preparing in case you really wanted to go back and forth for a couple more weeks. Because let's just say, if Drake doesn't make if Drake doesn't make the Heart Part 6 and he comes with something more scathing in the back and forth, that shit plays out for at least another week. Because Kendrick had at least 10 records. We only heard 5. So I don't think he wanted to play that. I don't think it's no getting up. You say y'all licking Ja Rule bald head for free? No, but you can lick these boots on the way out. Says Game, the only dude who can rap that rapped himself out the game. You know, Game just has a questionable personality. That's just what it is. Game let Drake shoot a video with him sneak dissing Kendrick and Compton, so this feels right to me. Yeah, I mean, the song was already done. So it is what it is. I'm not even looking in too deeply into that 100 thing. Cause what came out before that? Kendrick had already like said some shit to him before that came out. But there's nobody, you know what I mean? Game can't save him. He's not important enough. Yeah, I got you, Noel. So I caught the One Blood connect, but then I heard One Blood was when Game was beefing with Dre. So it's a double meaning with the 6th Sense too. He got dropped by Dre at the time. He was more so beefing with G Unit at that time, though. He wasn't really like going at Dre, but they didn't necessarily have the best relationship. I don't think they ever had the best relationship, to be honest. 7 says the best way to cap this whole saga, Kendrick needs to come out with the Heart Part 6 as planned, like Drake's Heart Part 6 never even happened. That would be nice. If he decides to do it, that would be nice. Cause he could be like, I'm gonna call it something else, right? Whatever that lead up is for the new album, call it something different. Or say, fuck it, you put out your version of Heart Part 6, I'm gonna put out the real one because you're not finna divert my plans. I get that perspective as well. You said the Game first few albums was his best. He'd never been a bad rapper, just always in some type of beef and fall off because of it. That's absolutely true. I've always liked Game as a rapper. It's really his personality and his actual real life that's fucked him up. You know what I'm saying? All the allegations and weird cases that he's faced. You know, I think that's overshadowed his rap career for the last 5-6 years, if not longer. You said it's the 20-year TDE anniversary. What you think that means for Black Hippie, SZA, PG Lang? I don't know. I think I do know in the midst of all of this happening, last month, Punch and Top Dog were talking about that anniversary. I think they're trying to do like a compilation album. That would be interesting to see, like where the music falls. What type of music we get on there? Are we gonna get an album with like all new music, or are they gonna package it with the hits? I don't know, because labels sometimes do that for certain artists when they come across their anniversary. They just go and put the hits on one compilation and resell it. They could go that route, or they could make all new music. That would be fire if it's all new shit. Damn, it's a lot of comments in this motherfucker. Hold on. It might have been four. I might have misquoted that. Appreciate it, Cap. Drake said at the end of push-ups, drop. Sheesh. Says whether Drake has writers or not, he's still a decent rapper, just can't out-rap Kendrick. That's a motherfucking Snapple fact. I think he should have known that from jump. Fly Mama says, I can't take the tuning on Drake voice. Nothing soulful about him ever. Shit. You said, was it the game a male erotic dancer? Oh my God. Hey man, he had to get money with it. He had to get money some type of way, man. He ain't had no credentials to get a real job. He wanted to slang that thing a little bit, man. He wanted to be Deuce Bigelow for a second. Damn. So yes, he was proving to Dre he could get a beat without him for sure. Game missed out on the biggest Cali moment for me. It ends with the music video. I get it, Marisha. I'm interested to hear what else K-Dot been working on. I think there's gonna be some more jabs. I don't think that's the end of it. Right? Because when you win, can't nobody tell you how to gloat. You know what I'm saying? Like when that nigga did that goddamn A minor, some people said, oh, this is too much. No, you can't tell me. Nigga, this is the championship. This is the championship. You can't tell me not to pop champagne at the championship game. You can't tell me not to put my goggles on. So if I want to celebrate, if I want to throw a block party in a music video, if I want to throw some more jabs on your ass on this album, and you just got to sit there and take it, and you got to scoop your motherfucking oatmeal, and it's going to be real thick when you like yours a little more watery, you just going to have to take it like you're in prison. That's how I see it. You say UMG is co-signing AI plugins. Everybody's voice rhyme scheme is going to be copy-paste. Absolutely. I talked about that a couple days ago with the UMG AI thing. Jess says, like I said, I'm standing by what I said. If there was no Not Like Us, we wouldn't be here and no one would still be talking about this battle. I kind of disagree with that, Jess. And I think you said this a little while ago because I'm trying to get through all the comments. But honestly, if Not Like Us wasn't the knockout blow, I think them niggas would have still been dissing each other for a couple more weeks. I think the battle would have been even more brutal, to be honest, because Kendrick wasn't laying up. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't letting up on his ass. I think whatever we heard from Meet the Grams, they claimed that he had more shit that was gonna lean into that. So it was only gonna get more brutal. I think either way it goes, this is the biggest hip hop battle of all time. And I think those of us that may not want to talk about it or may want to see this go away or want to move on to other things, just have to accept the fact that this is the biggest hip hop battle of all time. And we're living it in real time. So people are going to be consumed by it. It just is what it is. Let me try to get to some more of these comments. The elimination of Drake is finally happening. Ain't that about a bitch? I think because Kendrick stepped on Family Matters with Meet the Grams, people forgot how wild Drake was talking on Family Matters. I mean, the nigga said you beat on your queen. Like, you wanted to play that game. That's the hand you wanted to play. You gotta live with it. You know? Not to mention the fact that let's be all the way honest here. A lot of the Kendrick Lamar fans in hip hop and the Drake fans in hip hop have been diametrically opposed the entire way. There's this pure hip hop thing that goes along with I'm glad, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're diametrically opposed. There's this pure hip hop thing that goes along with Kendrick versus like the pop rapper thing. That was always there. People always down Drake because he sing. A lot of people always down him because he was the nigga that made shit like Marvin's Room or whatever the case. So it was kind of like this. The way this played out is the way people should have been picturing it from the jump. It's just that we actually get to see it. We never thought we would see it in real life. It's all good. I mean, shit. I'm gonna tell y'all, man. Some Drake come on right now. If it's one of the songs that I fuck with, I'ma sing that shit bar for bar. You know? But it is what it is. Michelle says the fake break and robbery at Drake's home is what ruined the back-to-back diss tracks. I don't know if that's the case. Because remember, he had already put out The Heart Part 6, and that shit was not well received. It actually got 1 million dislikes on YouTube. I've never seen somebody get 1 million. Only nigga I know that got 1 million dislikes on YouTube other than that song is Ice JJ Fish. So it was over whether he wanted it to be over or not. He could have put out as many more songs as he wanted. He wasn't convincing nobody that he was gonna make a comeback. Say because of Meet the Grams and how it was released, I forgot everything in Family Matters. That's a fact. He said he got more love in LA too. Yeah, for sure. I'm not saying that Drake's not pop and rap. I'm just saying that a lot of people that did not like Drake and people that were more so Kendrick fans have always accused him of being pop. Like, my brother hates Drake. Well, he don't hate him now, but like when we go back to like Young Money era and all that shit that they was putting out in those first couple albums, he was like, I cannot stand this dude. Fuck him. I'm like, man, that nigga be spitting sometimes. He said, nah, nigga, fuck him. Like, the shit was ridiculous. So I've definitely known a lot of people along the way that already was on this wave. Say what? Was it fake? I can't say whether or not it's fake. It definitely reads like it's fake because ain't nobody heard nothing else about his house. Right? The nigga had a whole week where people just kept bum rushing his crib, and now nobody else is talking about his house. Like, if it was really targeted like that, something would have really happened. Like, does anybody even know what happened to the people that got allegedly shot? Wasn't it somebody that was allegedly shot? What happened to his ass? Did he recover? Is he living in an underground bunker right now, never to be seen again? Because y'all know that the security company was fake. That's what we do know. Ah, man. Sad times. Dimitri says, I heard Bobby Altoff will be in the Not Like Us video. Yeah, I actually showed that she was at the video shoot towards the beginning of this video. Greatest actor in history. That's crazy. Whatever happened with that shit, we don't know. All right. You said, what music distributor do I recommend? Great question. Depends on what you're going for, right? Because each distributor has its own things, ups and pros and cons. So today, if you're just trying to get music out, the easiest one is going to be DistroKid. If you have an interest in getting your music in TV and film, you might want to look into Symphonic Distribution because they have a sync licensing arm that's not going to charge you any money. If you're looking for publishing representation that's not going to steal, you might want to go to Two Laws. But if you're rapping on YouTube beats and are not keeping the licenses to those beats, you don't want to join Two Laws because they're going to ask you for those before you put your music up. So it just depends. But all of them have their pros and cons. All of them have their fucked up ways. You say he got shot by a water gun. Goodness gracious. You said Weekend spent back. Weekend took his ass to the pop out and was hanging out. Shit, he said I wouldn't miss this for the world. That's crazy how they situation went so left field. All right, so there's a reason why I had ASAP Rocky in this fucking thumbnail. So let's talk about his album coming real quick. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time, so I got a couple things to get through, and then I'm gonna sign out. Dun, dun, dun. ASAP Rocky's new album, Don't Be Dumb, is going to be dropping on August 30th. He just announced. I don't know how many of y'all give a fuck about him, but he's coming back after a long hiatus. Let's see what he's got. What did they say? ASAP Rocky announced the release date for his long-teased album, Don't Be Dumb. The new project will follow 2018's testing. Available August 30th. It's been an eventful 6 years for ASAP Rocky since testing. In his personal life, he's welcomed 2 children with Rihanna, Riza Athelston, and Riot Rose Myers. He also has faced legal trouble, spending a time in Swedish jail in 2019 and getting charged with 2 counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm in Los Angeles, in which he's pled not guilty to the latter charges, and he still has to face that case. Musically, Rocky has released a handful of songs and done a number of features. His latest solo tracks are DMB, Shitting Me, Same Problems, and Riot. A couple of those tracks were actually good. I don't know how many of y'all actually checked those songs out by Rocky. But he does seem to be at a crossroads musically, right? He seems to be pretty confused. It's sad. Go back to your origins, brother. In other news, let's get to Diddy whack ass. I don't know how many of y'all were aware, but Diddy had a $60 million lawsuit against Sean John that he just dropped. Okay? Diddy has dropped this $60 million lawsuit against the Sean John brand for using his name as he battles severe misconduct allegations. Some of y'all may not know that he actually sold the company at one point, but he did. Agreements between Diddy and fashion house GBG, Sean John LLC, and GBG USA have led to a voluntary dismissal of the case, including all claims and counterclaims as of yesterday. He founded the company in 1998 and grew the company to annual sales of about $450 million when he sold 90% of the brand in 2016 for about $70 million. It's crazy that you made $450 and only sold it for $70. Sheesh. The relationship became rocky by February 2021. Diddy began locking horns with the company, filing multiple lawsuits for allegedly misusing his image and persona to market products without consent. In one instance, Diddy accused them of unlawfully using his image to promote a collaboration with fashion retailer Missguided. Another legal battle saw him fighting for trademark rights over the phrase vote or die, which he claims they exploited without his consent. Now, what I find interesting is that your image, well, your name is attached to the company any fucking way. It's Sean John, nigga. If they want to use your fucking face, they want to use things that came out your mouth, what the fuck does it matter? It's called Sean John, nigga. You should have changed the name before you sold it. Stupid. Anyway, Diddy secured the winning bag to buy the floundering company for $7.5 million after they filed for bankruptcy. Now, with this dismissal signed off in New York City, this allows Diddy the freedom to pursue these claims against them at a later date. But he's on to bigger legal issues, right? We already know the situation with Cassie and the other multiple lawsuits that are against him. And he's hired a new legal team. He hired powerful lawyer Michael Tremonte of the law firm Share Tremonte. This firm specializes in RICO cases. This is exactly why I decided to talk about this. So he now has an actual RICO law firm representing him, okay? They represent RICO cases, federal and state criminal and regulatory investigations covering securities, insurance, accounting fraud, antitrust violations, improper trading, market manipulation, tax fraud, and money laundering. These are the areas of specialization for this firm as he fights this case, or multiple cases. It's about 7 of them. That shit's crazy to me. I don't know. When you hire a firm like that, it almost sounds like an admission of guilt, in my personal opinion. Oh, man, your ass is going down. In other Diddy news, Keefe D is poised to be released after securing a $750,000 bond. I wonder who paid that. Diddy also wiped his fucking Instagram and all his social media clean. Even his apology to Cassie has been taken down. I wonder what that means. How many of y'all think that nigga finna become a preacher? That motherfucker come out and try to become a preacher, man. His ass need to be whooped every day he shows up. Keefe D, accused of orchestrating Tupac Shakur's shooting, has secured $750,000 bail required for his potential release from a Las Vegas jail. Court officials confirmed a company named eBail facilitated the bond required for his release. In his case, Nevada law mandates defendants pay 15% of the bail, which comes out to approximately $112,000 that he don't have, because he was supposed to have got some money from Diddy ass, allegedly, that he never received. This fundamental aspect is central as the court deliberates his supervision and future movements. Arrested in September of last year, Keefe D stands accused of orchestrating the plot that led to the fatal shooting of Tupac, my nigga. Though police assert he was not the trigger man, he did admit involvement in planning this attack on a sealed indictment. They say Dwayne Davis was the shot caller for this group of individuals that committed this crime. He orchestrated the plan that was carried out, and Dwayne Davis is indeed Keefe D. Okay. He claims the accounts given in these were for entertainment purposes only and financial gain, and says he was not telling the truth. Yo ass going down too, nigga. All y'all have fun. You know what I'm saying? Have fun when it's time to play basketball in your free time. Okay? That's what I got for these motherfuckers. They have not documented who actually put the money up for Keefe D. So I don't know. Jess says, I just wonder whose throne is getting torn down next. They say it will be Jay-Z. Who knows? 2024 is the year of exposure, clearly. I would tell y'all straight up, man, if some real severe shit come out on Jay-Z, I ain't gonna have no jokes the whole stream when I gotta talk about it. That shit gonna be devastating. You say, what's my best project? Just go to Southside Nolan. That's the one you should listen to. Yes, sir. Let's see. Did I have anything else that I wanted to speak on before I left here today? Because I think that's really it. Yeah, I think that's it, man. So I'm about to go ahead and sign out. Much love and respect. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Be sure to like and share the video on the way out. Tell a friend to come watch this. And I will see y'all in a little bit. For those of y'all that come here to see like the updates on the ladies, like the Megan Thee Stallion, the Cardi B's, all of them, I do have a video that's going to be coming soon. Unfortunately, it was supposed to be out today, but it looks like YouTube is still running checks on it and whatnot. So if I could get it out before the night is out, it'll be up. But if not, it'll be up for y'all tomorrow. Okay? I'm going to catch y'all in a minute. Peace.
Yeah, king of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like Soldier Rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden, they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.